with your eyes comfortably closed. Just allow yourself this time to begin once again to relax and to unwind. All around you there is safety and stillness. No demand, just your time for you to be still, to be relaxed and to be comfortable. Nobody needing or expecting anything from you in this time which is yours. Just allowing the bed to take the weight, allowing the muscles and the joints to relax in their own way and in their own time, and no demand. Knowing from past experience that this process is safe and gentle. Remembering this recording should never be played while in charge of a moving vehicle. When you do listen to it, ensure that your environment is safe, but also know that if at any time, while listening to this recording, an emergency should arise, then you can and will bring yourself back to full awakened consciousness totally, and be able to deal with the emergency safely. At any time should you wish this session to end, simply raise your right hand and the session will end. While listening to this recording, should you wish this session to end, then simply count from 1 to 5 in the quietness of your own thoughts, and on the count of 5 gently open your eyes and become fully wide awake. For now, allow yourself to take those 2 familiar deep breaths, allowing each breath to begin to relax and to unwind, all easily and gently, and then breathing comfortably and naturally once again. Just allowing yourself this time which is your time for you to rest, to relax, to unwind, easily, gently and comfortably, and doing so without demand or insistence, but a gentle willingness for mind and body to work together, easily, gently and comfortably. And in a moment I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you find that you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background. But that doesn't matter either. The sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you. And it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say. Because very soon now you are going to be more relaxed than you've known in a long time. In the quietness of your thoughts. Imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill, on a tropical island, and you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and can see the long grasses around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. And when you look down the hill, you can see a narrow winding path that disappears into a small forest, and beyond the forest you can see the ocean, with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies, glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay, so that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle, and you begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and the grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass, and you just catch the faint smell of salt borne in on the breeze, and become aware of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off, and you marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down towards the forest, moving so easily, so effortlessly you feel almost as though you're floating on air, and in no time at all you find yourself drifting through the trees, their leaves closing overhead to form a canopy, their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue of the sky. And it's pleasantly cool in the forest, the gentle sound of birds singing echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and the undergrowth relaxes you still further as you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step that you take. And you hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean, as you follow the winding path down and down towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders again, and you find yourself on a beautiful deserted beach, a beautiful golden shoreline, sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you to a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the shoreline, so that their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. And you feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the broad beach to the water's edge, where the sand becomes a darker golden colour when you get there, and you enjoy the change to a moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. And every so often a larger than usual wave sends rivulets of water foaming around your feet, and as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny coloured pebbles, glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand, all these things seem to create a sense of timelessness, and you find yourself a comfortable position, a grassy hollow maybe to just sit and to gaze out across the rolling depths to the horizon, trickling warm golden sand idly through your fingers, and there's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to fathom it out, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon, and it comes towards the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, until it's immediately overhead, the largest, fluffiest, whitest cloud you can ever remember. And you somehow know just by instinct that at any time you can let all of your worries, all cares, all fears, all self-limiting beliefs, all self-doubt and hesitations, these and anything else, at any time can be allowed to just drift up towards this large white cloud. And you may actually see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral. Maybe like smoke from a bonfire just spiraling away from you towards this large white cloud. And the cloud absorbs them all, swallowing them all up, the fears and the anxieties, self-limiting beliefs, hesitations, self-doubt. And the cloud becomes steadily darker all the time, until just as it reaches its darkest, just as the last part of that spiral of your worries and cares disappears inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears, concerns, apprehensions, anxieties to the edges of the universe, leaving you totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself without a single care in the world. And you can do this at any time in your life when it is safe to do so, when you find quiet time, to just release and let go of stresses and demands, to simply allow them to be released, allowing them all to float away, and having done so, feeling unburdened, you settle yourself down into a comfortable position, and you just drift into a deep, sound, safe, relaxed state. Sometimes that relaxed state will take you into sleep. Sometimes when you sleep, you may have a dream. And sometimes you may dream that you're walking down a long corridor, stretching away in front of you in a long, gentle curve, so long that you can't actually see the end of it. But you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your subconscious mind, in the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you begin to move along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed and even more lazy, you realize that time and space are beginning to lose their meaning. And the room is full of a gentle, golden light that relaxes you still further. And you suddenly realize with a surge of inspiration and pleasure that what you once saw as limits are merely stepping stones to greater success. And it suddenly dawns on you with a surge of joy and anticipation that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality, to be the limits of your skills and abilities, are nothing more than stepping stones to even greater success. And while bathed in this gentle golden light, you realize that you are ready. You are ready to release and to let go of any and all self-limiting belief, self-doubt, anxieties and stresses, no matter where they are from. You are ready to embrace new positive thought patterns and expectations. Ready to embrace new ideas and concepts, new possibilities. And no matter where you are, whoever you are with, whatever you are doing, you are always in control of your thoughts, feelings and emotions. Ready to release and to let go anything and everything that no longer serves a useful purpose. Anything and everything that has been outgrown. And ready to embrace new opportunities, new considerations and options of choice, new experiences, new people, new ideas. Now you are ready. You are unburdened, the inner space released by the burden, now waiting for positive thoughts, feelings, growing confidence and self-esteem, and so much more. And all this because you trusted yourself. You trusted yourself to do something different. And how good it feels to have taken this gentle journey, knowing that you were moving on, unburdened, more positive, more sure, more relaxed in mind, body and emotion, and that mind and body connection, reinforcing the fact there is a growing harmony and balance inside, and you are ready to embrace that too. And each and every time you listen to this recording, the more rested and the more relaxed, the more comfortable you become. And when you gently open your eyes on the count of 10, back here in this time, this place, this room without effort, rested, relaxed, confident and determined, having successfully taken this important step on this pathway of new belief, on this journey of success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gently open your eyes, take a deep breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, and session ends.